Hello viewers, welcome back to ICSE Board Class 10 Biology. We are with chapter Transpiration and this is episode 2.2.4, and in this episode we are going to see the difference between monocot and dicot leaf, as well as we are going to perform an experiment showing that dicot leaf transpires more at its lower surface. So let us move on to our topic. So here, difference between monocot and dicot leaf. So first of all, we'll write down here, we'll make a column. So first of all, we'll write down here monocot leaf. And here we'll write down the next column dicot leaf. Now, here monocot leaf is also known as isobilateral leaf, and here dicot leaf is also known as dorsiventral leaf. Here the number of stomata remains same. Number of stomata are same on both the surface, both, that is upper and lower surface. Here number of stomata are more on lower surface than upper surface. Next one, the veins are parallel, that means venation is parallel. As for example, leaf with a main vein and to it there are parallel veins. So this type of venation is seen in monocot leaf. Example, maize, rice, wheat, grass. But the veins in dicot is reticulate. So venation is reticulate, that is network. As for example, in people leaf, if you see, there is main vein, from that the branches are coming out, and then the primary branches are coming out, and then the secondary ones are coming out. So it forms the network like venation, that's called reticulate venation. It is seen in the dicot leaf. Example, banyan tree, peepal tree, mango plant. So these are the examples where you can see the reticulate venation, and these are the examples of dicot plants. Here guard cells. Guard cells in monocot are dumbbell shaped, and guard cells in dicot are of kidney shape. So these are the difference between monocot and dicot leaf. So I hope you understood. This is about like 2 marks question. What is another name of monocot leaf? Isobilateral leaf, where the number of stomata remains same on both the surfaces, while dorsiventral leaf, dicot leaf, has more number of stomata at the lower surface, ventral surface. Here venation is parallel, here venation is reticulate, here guard cells are dumbbell shaped, while here guard cells are kidney shaped. Okay, let us move on to an experiment. Here we are not going to talk about monocot leaf, we are going to talk about dicot leaf. So we are going to take a dorsiventral leaf and we are going to experiment to find out whether the lower surface transpire more or upper surface transpire more. And we will find out that the lower surface, if lower surface is transpiring more, that means it has high number of stomata. So we will take a leaf of a well water plant. I am not going to draw everything, just I am going to draw the leaf. I am going to select this one. So I have taken 2 leaves of a same sort of a plant of a same size. Not the plant is same size, but the leaf is of same size, and I am going to place a cobalt chloride paper, one on the upper surface and one on the lower surface. So here I am placing a cobalt chloride paper on the upper surface, and the leaf is a dorsiventral leaf. It is a dicot leaf. So here first we'll put a cobalt chloride paper. Here I am placing it on the upper surface, and with the help of a glass slide I am covering it. So this is a cobalt chloride paper. So this is a cobalt chloride paper and it requires to be fixed, and the fixing is done with the help of a glass slide. So I am placing a glass slide on the top. So that it does not move. Afterwards I am going to apply a grease. So I am applying a grease here. So on the surface I am applying a grease. So the lower surface also I have to place a slide so that the cobalt chloride paper does not get misplaced, and then I will clip it. So I am clipping it. Here I am using a cobalt chloride paper, but the cobalt chloride paper that I am going to place is underneath. So I am placing a cobalt chloride paper just underneath. Hold on, sorry. So here, now I am going to place a slide on the top of it as well as on the bottom. And then I am going to apply grease. Now the reason for applying grease is to avoid the entry of moist air. So grease is applied here. grease to prevent the entry of moisture. Otherwise you will not able to understand whether the moisture has converted the cobalt chloride paper into blue to pink or whether it is the transpiration. So here this one is cobalt chloride paper, blue. Now put the whole setup under the sun. Now leave it there for few minutes and you will see the change in the cobalt chloride paper that start taking place. And slowly the color of the cobalt chloride paper is turning pink at a faster rate on the cobalt chloride paper which was kept at the lower surface. Here very few part of the cobalt chloride paper will see to be pink, but here majority of the paper is going to turn into pink. So here cobalt chloride paper from blue it turns pink at faster rate due to transpiration that is water vapor. So that it confirms that in a dorsiventral leaf, ventral surface has more number of stomata, that is lower surface has more number of stomata than the upper surface. So I hope you understood this experiment. The aim was to find out which part of the leaf, upper surface or lower surface, has more number of stomata, and we have seen that the dorsiventral leaf has high number of stomata, large number of stomata at the ventral surface, at the lower surface. If you have any questions or any doubts related to this one, please let me know in the comment box. I hope you understood this experiment as well as the difference between monocot and dicot leaf. I'll see you in the next episode. Thanks very much guys.